You're very welcome back. You're watching the Daily Rundown. Now, regular viewers of the show will be familiar with the Something to Say part of the show. It's been around since early incarnations of the Daily Rundown, actually. This is where we hand over to the guests to let them get stuff off their chests and, just have a rant or maybe tell us a lovely story about something we might otherwise not have heard of. We have lots of Daily Rundown guests in here tonight. They're all bursting to tell us there's something to say. So we conducted a Hunger Games style fight to the death competition, and the winners were Joe Toms Ashcroft and Mr. Ian Patson. Well done, guys. First of all, congratulations.
I just stayed out of the way,
and all the rest of the guests are dead.
Yeah, thanks for
nearly dead. Yeah,
but luckily,
a couple just maimed.
It means you guys can get stuck into something to say. Who's gone first?
I
don't even think about it.
I don't actually have something to say. I just wanted to sit on the couch for one last time because I've really enjoyed my time as a television pundit, and I'd like to say, please, if there's anybody out there who'd like to put me on another couch talking nonsense about other things, I'm available. At Spinny Head, that's me. I did actually have something, and then I didn't bring my prop. Yesterday I bought the...
Throw us in his prop.
No, I left it at home. I brought the
2000th
edition of 2000 AD, which is the weekly comic. It started in 1977, sci-fi, and it's had... Judge Dredd's probably the character everyone knows.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's been in every single issue apart from the very first one.
Right.
And it's like, this is something that's been going for nearly 40 years, and I'd love to say that I've been reading it all of that time. I've been a big fan. That's nonsense. I was 7 when it first came out. I didn't have any interest in it when it first came out, but I picked it up over the years. I've enjoyed it, and some of our great comics talents have come out of it, and from them some of the more interesting film franchises of recent years have come out, because they may not directly have written some of the actual stuff that was converted to the film, but they worked on those characters and they've done work, they've shaped them in some ways, and they've done an awful lot to shape popular culture.
Sure.
And it's this little weekly comic that has episodes of 5 pages each, spread over however many episodes.
And it's still in proper publication.
It's still
in a hard copy.
It's still going. It's still available in the newsagents. I bought mine from W.H. Smith. You can get them from comic shops and various other places. But it's been in newsagent distribution for nearly 40 years. I think its 40th birthday is next February.
Wow.
And its 2000th edition was yesterday.
Brilliant.
And I forgot to bring my copy.
Oh, you didn't bring your copy. But this is the thing, I guess you're going to have to hang on to that now, aren't you? Because,
pretty much, I had
eBay or whatever it's going to be in.
I had the 500th copy, which I bought when I was like 18. I don't know where that went. I lost that somewhere along the line.
Would it be? So yeah, well, it's gone. It's in good condition, wherever it is. Thanks very much for that one, Ian. Your last something to say. Thank you so much, Mr. Joe Toms Ashcroft.
Okay, well, I'm going to go meta on something to say and rant about the end of something to say. Because I think like this show in particular, I think like 2000 AD. Where else are you going to hear about, well, no, you're going to hear about it plenty of places, but where are you going to hear that in conjunction with, say, then someone else is going to be talking about parking tickets or Manchester, the horror of Manchester travel, which it is, to, the fact that Santa Claus is evil, which was one of my something to say many moons ago, and he is. He is very, very evil.
I once said that Santa was a pimp because he's talking about hoes all the time.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about his elves.
Stop besmirching his name, both of you.
But it's that kind of blend where you can have, all kinds of different topics, but, it's no holds barred. There's nothing that is too taboo that you can't talk about. I mean, there's been some really heavy, quite debates as well in something to say. I remember one of our guests who's on this evening had a fantastic debate. I think it was to do with Israel and Palestine, and I thought, what kind of program would you get that where you have such a diverse range of topics? And I think something to say ending makes me very ranty because it's you can't rant anymore, and that's my something to say. I'm
just going to go home and shout at the wall now. What can I do?
That's not healthy. At least you've got a few walls here to
So do you
shout
feel like
at.
We've provided a platform here, like almost a cathartic or a therapeutic platform for our guests?
I think for lots of people, it's you've got 6 minutes in which, you know, you're in charge and you can just moan and just get nice and angry and
Kick off.
Yeah, on TV, which you're not allowed to do that very often. You've got to be so nice all the time.
Except about Santa.
Except
That
about
was a
Santa.
controversial one, to be fair.
On that.
I remember the fighting when you were talking about those. I think I might talk about that one later on as well. But
That was
that was a memorable.
That was fantastic. That was and you know, that's that nice thing. It just evolved into a whole different program that day. It was amazing.
Well, we do. Like I said, we've got lots of choice of guests for something to say, so I have to cut you off there. But as much as that was a brilliant something to say, and that was a brilliant one from you, Ian. Thank you so much. But we're going to bob back over to Mr. Adam Earl and see what's going on outside of the green room.
Hello again, welcome back to the green room, or i.e. office. And they're not ready for this, but we're going to cut to the guests out here and we're going to go for a something to say. Hope you guys are ready for a surprise something to say. So, let's just mute the telly there. Let's get that muted. There we go. Right, who wants something to say? Lodge, go.
All right, okay, marvellous. Well, I think one of the things is the local media is really important, and that's what's been sort of really great about this. Also, looking at things from a local perspective, is that there's so much that's happening with the possibly Mr. Burnham going to be taking over. So we've got to, I think we've got to hold him to account. And actually, I think all the folks in this area are going to do that.
That's plenty. That's
all right. Yeah.
Maddie,
okay.
What, something to say? Just wanted to say that street harassment's real, and that when I was walking to work yesterday, a man was on his bike and he squeezed my behind and then rode off. There was nothing I could do, and that this sort of thing should be stopped.
That is not acceptable. Right, so let's go over to Stephen.
Well, my life and career is going so well that I have these, which are these horrible little things, which are the new £5 notes. And they're neither use nor ornament, because you just, first of all, people...
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good. Beautiful £5. David, go on, finish off there.
Manchester needs a repertory cinema in the city centre, like the Prince Charles in London. I'm trying to do it myself, but I'm not rich, and I'm not sure. Somebody's got to get out there and put a repertory cinema in Manchester. That's
Excellent.
what we need.
Drew, we're coming to you, Drew.
Oh, I just want you to look a bit like Jimmy Savile in
Yes.
that way.
Oh, God, I don't know that's definitely not a good look. Something to say.
I might be in love with my goldfish.
Oh, okay, tell us more.
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just, I brought her home. She's a showbiz fish. She was bought in a fairground. She's company, which gives you some idea of the life I lead. And I found myself very concerned, that she's got enough air and enough water and stuff. And I didn't think I was that kind of a caring person. So I think it must be love.
It must be love.
There really are plenty of fish in the sea.
They are. Let's go over here to Adam Johnson, the cable basher that we didn't want to be on, but we are going to put him on. Here he is. Hello. Hiding behind the fan there. Adam, have you got something to say?
Jack, you've done a fantastic job, and we're going to miss you greatly.
That is a very good something to say. And Abby, who can't have an opinion, let's speak to her. You got anything to say?
I'm neutral about all things, but Jack has done an amazing job, and the show will definitely be missed.
It will be missed, indeed, indeed. Let's go and speak to Jack himself now. Come on, let's go back through here. We've got 2 minutes left, so we've got plenty of time. In we come, in we come. Jack.
Hi.
Hello. Right, something to say.
Only that I'm going to miss the show a lot, and it's been really good working on it. And I'm going to be honest, people keep coming up to me and saying, oh, congratulate, you're going to be missed, you've done such a good job. But I haven't done anything. It's the people, the guests, the presenters, the people behind the scenes like Adam and Abby, and teachers like Joe who made the show what it was. Yeah. I just came in to see it off at the end of the day. It's everyone else who made it. And so if there's any congratulations about the show, should go to all them.
I
and
agree.
James as well, because he made this happen
James,
tonight.
the guy behind the camera, and you can't even see him, but he's there.
So you've got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. I've got 10 seconds left.
Do you want to wrap up?
So are we going to adverts?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so we're going to go to adverts now. So that's been part 4. So that's been part 4, and we're going to go to adverts. What? We've got 1 minute.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing. We've got 1 minute left. So, well, I'm going to leave you now. You can give me the signals. Let's go back in here because we know we've got one more guy to say. See what he's got something to say. Stephen, we didn't get around to you. What's your something to say?
sorry to be a bit doom laden, but 400 parts per million carbon, in the atmosphere seems to be locked in. So yeah, it's a bit grim, but in terms of climate change, just went off the agenda at some point. Where after the financial crash of 2008, it needs to get back on the agenda. Climate change, ladies and gentlemen, matters.
Climate change does matter indeed. So I think that just about wraps it up for this part. So what we're going to do now is go back to... no, we're not going to go back to Fiona. I'm wrapping it up. So let's wrap it. So we're going to go to adverts. I don't really know what I'm doing, actually. So we're going to go to adverts, and then I think I'm back in the studio interviewing Fiona herself. So until 3 minutes have expired, we'll see you then.